The only thing better than learning about history
Did you see the spark fly?
is living it.
I'm Petrea Voyageur that worked for the Northwest Fur Company.
Lyle Emmy, better known here as Jacques Delbecq, is one of 50 reenactors who brings the past to life during the city's annual River Rendezvous at Pond Dakota Mission Park.
It's a living history festival, an event that is used by schools as field trips all throughout the metro area.
About 1,600 students come to see how people lived in Minnesota in the 1800s. They see things like blacksmithing, candle making, and trade items.
We have the fine blankets, trade beads, metal sewing awl. These are not as valuable as the beaver. These are coyote, red fox.
And while these reenactors are playing the part, it's as real as it gets.
Everything that my husband and I wear, I have made. I have not necessarily made them all with just a needle and thread like I did 200 years ago, but they are made.
That's Barbara Marquis, or for this week,
I go by the name of Bluebird.
and she teaches students about how families survived before things like electricity and refrigeration.
This is exactly what I would have done with them 200 years ago, is harvested them and dried them. I also have some jerky here drying, and that is the primary way that we would have preserved our meat back then.
A popular question she gets:
Most of them want to know, do you really stay here? Do you really live here? You know, is this really your home?
the answer is yes, at least while rendezvousing.
We have a nice straw mattress and a wonderful quilt that my mother-in-law made. So we stay quite cozy.
And Bluebird and her husband are two of many who camp out throughout the week.
It's kind of a different way of life when you're down here for this week. You're roughing it. I have my sleeping quarters just on the other side of this little partition in here. If you would come here from straight from a hotel or something like that, I think it's a different environment. You wouldn't be able to portray the character as good as if you're actually more or less living the part for the week.
All that effort pays off.
You're almost there.
Students gave rave reviews.
I think it's really fun. It's really cool to learn all the stuff from each booth. We got to make our own candles, and we took a wick and we dipped it in the wax. My favorite was the Native Americans singing and dancing.
While fun, it's all a history lesson. A very effective one.
It's one of the best ways for kids to learn, they find, is through hands-on, getting to experience all these pieces of history out here. And so the teachers love it year after year, clamor to come back.
And while a lot has changed in 2 centuries,
You have to stay hunched over because you're carrying 180 pounds. If you stood up straight, you'd tip over backwards.
the past found here is a great way for 21st century students to learn.